Hey, what's up guys? We're back again to add a freezy twist to my favorite deck in Clash Royale. I'm sure everyone knows what my main deck is by now with Royale Recruits, Royale Hogs. But today, we're taking every opponent through a maze and amaze them with our crazy creation. There are going to be so many twists and turns that our opponents simply can't prepare for. When they see the Royale Recruits and Zappies, they're going to be like, oh, it's a Royale Hogs deck. All I have to do is save my Fireball. And then the robust Lumberjack Hog Rider comes rushing through and the opponent freaks out. The Hog Rider is one spell-resistant, sturdy Sir that is not going to be phased by any Fireball tickling him. And the Lumberjack pairs perfectly with our Hog Rider, elevating our Recruits and our Hog Rider to do more damage than ever before. But the real kicker is the freeze. There is nothing slicker and slimier than having units on top of your opponent's tower that they would be able to finish off, and then you just click the freeze and watch everything evaporate. When you have high damage units like the Flying Machine and Lumberjack locked onto important stuff, your opponent will be furious when the freeze comes down. Your opponents will be sitting there in shock, wondering where they went wrong while the Hog Rider continues to hammer their tower like a gong. So let's go jump straight to some games and assert dominance. Thanks to everyone that's using creative code SirTag to support the channel. Hey, so jumping into this one, this guy's already giving me a good luck. Yo, if I've got Hog Rider freeze and you're giving me good luck, you can expect Lumberjacks, Hog Riders, and freezes hammering you down like nobody's business. So I want to go in for a Hog Rider, but I also don't. You guys ever have that sticky situation where you're like, if I cycle this card, he's going to know what my true deck is. So I'm going to cycle my Fly Machine in the back. I'm going to pretend that we're running Royale Hogs, right? Like, you know, nothing to see here, buddy. Nothing that you haven't seen a million times before. Royale Hogs, Royale Recruits, one of the most casual decks you've ever seen. So I can arrows this as well just to get some chip damage on the tower and just to, you know, not cycle too much here. It looks like we're playing against a Lumberjack Balloon deck, so maybe he's doing something like me, but whenever we see Lumberjack and Buller, that's the deck I see a million times out of a million. So I want to go for a Hog Rider on the other side, but at the same time, I'm a little bit scared of this guy going all in with a freeze on me, so I think he's going to go all in with a freeze on me. At least the Recruit is able to pop off. Oh, no, he's going to Tornado me now. Oh, dude. That's so unfortunate. I thought that you were going to do some funky type of tower trade with me and make it a dynamic game, but now you're playing slow and steady with a King Tower activation. How the tables have turned. I thought that I was going in for the slyest Hog Rider of my life, ready to hammer him down, but in fact, we got hammered there a little bit. I'm going to go for an Ice Spirit. Maybe we can get some extra cheeky chip. Going in for a 1 elixir cost card when they've got a high cost deck, it's always going to be beneficial for you. So I'm going to force out elixir, or I'm going to get, you know, hundreds worth of damage with a 1 elixir card. So I'll take that every day of the week. I want to go in for a Fly Machine in the right-hand lane because it's going to be able to snipe the Lumberjack.
Target locked. Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
I don't think he's going to spam with the Buller. It just wouldn't make sense, right? So I'm going to go for Recruits, and I'm going to apply dual lane aggression. The lane on the left, I'm not going to commit too much elixir into because that would give him a massive counter pressure, and we know that he would spend the majority of his elixir there anyway, right? Because it's a lower HP. He's going to have to spend a sizable amount in the other side too, so I like that a lot more. I could have activated King Tower with the Hog Rider, but I think this is worth it. I'm going to go for an Ice Spirit as well. Oh, I was hoping that he would miss the King Tower activation again because he missed it the first time. I was like, I'm here for it, brother. I'm here for it. I'm going to Lumberjack as well to bait out the Bowler, and then I wonder if we can completely stun the Lumberjack and not have any damage on us. Sometimes the Lumberjack and Zappies are one of the best duos ever. No matter what your opponent throws at you, you can just keep them off guard if you can get the Zappies in the right position and permanently stun units. It's kind of RNG based if you get the permanent stun or not, but I'm here for it. Also, you know what? How about the Lumberjack Balloon player gets a taste of his own medicine, right? Like if I hit him up with the freeze and the Lumberjack locks onto the tower, he loses the game. If the Hog Rider gives us one more hit, oh, let's go. So he has to all in me on the right-hand side. There's no doubt about it. So I'm going to Fly Machine early on to snipe the Bowler so then he's not able to get much of a tank for the Balloon. And if you don't have a Balloon, I can go in for Royale Recruits, bro. I can cycle back to an Ice Spear and Zappy, so if you went in for a Balloon there, you would have lost the game. I can also go in for arrows so then the Inferno Dragon gets bopped. I think the Inferno Dragon's going to die. Maybe I'm insane. Oh, no, it didn't die. It didn't die, my dudes. Oh, no. He's going to go in for a Balloon. I think I'm good if I can freeze this because he's going to freeze as well. And then I should be able to get back to arrows in time because the Balloon's not going to do enough to finish off the game. The only thing that could be problematic is if the Electro Dragon somehow gets raged up by a Lumberjack and then takes my tower, which isn't going to happen because the arrows comes down in the nick of time. We walk away with a win. GG, well played and peace out. And it's so satisfying destroying Balloon Lumberjack freeze with their own strategy, but this time using Hog Rider. On to the next one. After we destroyed that dirty Lumberjack Balloon freeze player with the taste of their own medicine, I feel like we are ready to thrive. You know, we're creating some good karma in the world. What you've done to everyone else, you now get it back at you.
Help me! I got you, fam!
So in this type of position, if we're playing against someone that has poison and baby dragon, we already know what the deck is. There's no doubt in my mind that he is running a graveyard deck. And in this type of position, if you're playing against graveyard, you need to build up massive pushes. So there's a high likelihood that my opponent's going to go in for a tornado on top of the Hog Rider. So I don't want him to be able to have tornado in cycle. I want him to use tornado on defense against the recruits early on. So please exhaust your tornado when you're not supposed to, buddy. I don't think he's going to do it as early as we want, but I can still go for a Hog Rider because we got some recruits up in here. If the recruits body block, maybe he's not able to tornado that at the King Tower. I think he still will. Oh, let's go! This is awesome.
Are you Thor, the god of hammers?
This is actually insane because I can freeze. That's going to do so much more damage. I love having recruits with Hog Rider. It's like an Ice Golem, but a little bit more scuffed. You guys wouldn't expect it. Your opponents wouldn't expect it because who the heck runs Royal recruits with Hog Rider? Oh man, this is phenomenal. We're creating new strategies out here. We're evolving as the day goes on. And we know what he's going to do, right? It's just the fact of life that he's going to go for a graveyard with that one baby dragon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the baby dragon from crossing the river. So then he doesn't have a tank for the graveyard. So then our tower focuses on top of the graveyard skeletons. And then with the Lumberjack just rapid firing off, we're able to body block the baby dragon, get a 4-for-4 trade, even trade with the Zappies. But the Zappies give us counter pressure. So I'm totally here for it. You guys know what's up. When we are able to throw down that Lumberjack and force out a Barbaro as well, that is boding extremely well for me. Only thing I dislike is the Ice Wizard is probably going to slap my tower and cool it down and chill me for a bit. But it is what it is. Opponent's going to also have to endure the freeze soon. So harsh weather is abundant for everyone today. Maybe we won't be able to weather the storm that he's not able to. I'm going to Hog Rider here because he's likely going to have to continue to go in for poisons. I don't want to freeze early on. I think he's going to go for a tornado. So this time, I think the Hog Rider is roasted and toasted. Oh, wait. It went back towards it again. That Hog Rider knows what it wants in life, and I respect it. I respect it like heck. Only thing I dislike in this type of matchup is the fact that the Barbarian Barrel might lock onto my tower, and also I have no great way of cleaning up the graveyard skeletons effectively and easily. If you look at my deck, I have a lot of cards that are expensive to clean up the graveyard skeletons. If I go for arrows, that's a 3 elixir investment that no one wants to drop. The Fly Machine might lock onto the tower. Yo, if I take both towers right now, can I just walk away with the win in that dramatic fashion? Yo, I'm going to go for it. The Fly Machine's on the tower on the left-hand side. The Hog Rider is coming through in the right-hand lane. And it was his first time activating King Tower, but his tower was already activated early on because I took the tower here first. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry that I had to steal your thunder out here, but that's just how we roll with this deck. We dominate opponents in the least expected manner. And I gotta be honest, if you're running Lumberjack Freeze with any win condition, you probably don't have any manners at all. You are one of the dirtiest sirs on the planet, and that's what we've evolved to. I can go for a Lumberjack in the back, or I could wait till late game. I was kind of vibing with the late game, and then this guy just drops the Dark Prince and ruins it at that exact moment. I'll go for Zappies. I'll be able to stop the Dark Prince from charging on my stuff, and he's gonna Archer Queen ambitiously. I wonder why you would Archer Queen at the river there. Now you have to pop the ability way faster than you would want to. So unfortunately, the Zappies don't reset the Archer Queen. I feel like that's just something that Clash Royale needs to fix, or at least nerf champions. If you have something resetting it, it should not be able to click the ability. Let me know down below in the comment section if you guys think I'm insane for thinking that, but I stand very firm on that. Also, I'm going to eat an entire Fisherman. No, I'm not. I'm going to go for a Hog Rider on a Fisherman. Have you guys ever seen a Fisherman get countered by a Hog Rider? If you haven't, no, this is your first time. No! Okay, please kill it. Please kill the Hog Rider. Please kill the Hog Rider.
Fish are friends, not food.
Oh, sometimes your Hog Rider will die before the Fisherman's able to activate King Tower. And that's always the vibe. So well played to my opponent. Credit where credit is due. Congratulations on getting that juicy trade. I don't love this, but I can go for recruits and completely counter the rest of his Archer Queens. So the reason why I'm going to do this is because I get aggression on both sides. If he goes in for a log and he goes in for the Archer Queen ability, that's another 3 elixir wasted on top of the 5 elixir queen itself. So he drops 8 elixir there. I drop 7 with recruits. And then he has to drop another 1 elixir with the skeletons, and he's going to take damage. So that was one of the best trades imaginable, and I'll take it. I think that we're likely going to be playing against a Royale Giant deck just from the looks of things. I do not have a building, by the way, so this is going to be a recipe for disaster. I have Freeze and I have Ice Spirit, but Royale Giant is one of the worst matchups to play against if you don't have a building, because it gets distracted forever by buildings. But I mean, I can't even build up a proper defense here. This is like literally the only matchup that I wouldn't want to be playing against here, I think. I can Freeze. I think that's the vibe. Yo, wait, are you kidding me right now? Let's go. Pop off harder, Hog Rider. That's what I'm talking about. That is so clutch. Well, that's terrible, though. I guess the freeze needs to come down and just wreck him, but this is a tall and tough order. Can the Lumberjack just finish that off? Oh, no. Wait, he didn't get another hit. Never mind. We're still here. We're still vibing, but I think the Archer Queen's going to be able to click the ability, even though I have 3 Zappies on top of it. Clash Royale, tell me how that's fair and balanced right now. I got to know how that's fair and balanced, because it just doesn't make sense. It built different out here. So I think I want to go in for recruits, and then I want to go in for a freeze, depending on what this guy does. I definitely need to go in for the freeze. He is going to overcommit with a log. Okay. All right. So if all this stuff gets really close, then he's not able to go in for a fisherman to stop me. So I'm going to Ice Spirit here. Don't think this is good, but I need to arrows on top of the Archer Queen. If I can kill the Archer Queen, we're able to get another Hog Rider hit. We might be able to win the game. The fly machine locked onto the tower. That's the most ambitious fly machine I've ever seen in a while, but it's working out. Okay, log isn't able to kill. I can maybe get a Lumberjack down here. Oh no, that's going to get a hit though. I need to get an Ice Spirit. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Why did I Ice Spirit? I just wasted so much elixir, but now we're going to the right-hand side. Okay. You know what? I mess with this. I vibe with this. I'm here for this. He's lightning it on top of my Hog Rider. I've never seen that before. Oh my gosh. Guys, please, please. I can't do enough with the freeze. I can't do enough with the freeze. What side is he going to spam me in? I'm going to fly machine and just pray that this works out. There's no universe where that should work, but I'm going in. Oh, let's go. He Royale Gianted at the river at the worst possible time, wasn't able to get the fisherman down, and we walk away with a win. Wins like that are always amazing, and guys, we have won every single game in a row today. Not taking L's. That's actually 5 wins in a row, and it feels fantastic. Let's continue the streak. All right, so we got another one against Daniel. What's up, dude? So first things first, we're just going to drop a good luck, and we're going to figure out what your deck is. Obviously, I don't want to make any huge elixir investment, so I'm just going to casually meander my way through with a single 1 elixir spirit. Okay, so when we see heal spirit, please do not have 3 musketeers. That is the one matchup we do not want to play against. Okay, thank goodness. Because if you play against 3 musketeers and you have freeze, you're just like, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to chill here, frozen, and have absolutely no answer to your elixir collector, and then I lose the game. That's the one matchup that I think that this deck just completely gets destroyed by, and if you guys don't want to play against that, you could run Fireball instead of Freeze, and then you'd win the matchup 100-0, but, you know, that's just one of those things. Like, switching out one card that can make a massive difference in any matchup like that. And also, in this matchup, look at that. Are you kidding me? I've got raged up Zappies on the tower. I've got Hog Rider hammering through. And I think that the Zappies are going to permanently reset the Sparky if he doesn't want to drop anything in front of it. So I'm here for it. I'm totally here for it. Only thing I dislike is the fact that the Goblin Giant is going to do a ton of damage to my tower. And there's no 2 ways about it. That is a fact of life. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in for recruits here. And then I think I can get away with a Ice Spirit. I just want to stop the Mini Packer from ruining me. So that's what I was going for here. I can go for a Zappy Surround if I needed to. I think that's better than letting the recruits die. So I'm going to go in for the Zappy Surround and get counter push in both angles. And the fact was, like, if he went for a Mini P.E.K.K.A. in the same side, that would have been way more difficult. I'm so thankful that he decided to do some split lane shenanigans and didn't believe that we had Royale recruits. Because when you look at our deck, are you expecting Royale recruits when you see a Lumberjack Hog Rider deck? No, never, right? So it just kind of threw him for a bit of a loop. Maybe I can go in for a Hog Rider on the right-hand side. He's going to go in for a Sparky again. I don't want to freeze this time. I'll just take the guaranteed damage that I can get, and then I can go for a Fly Machine in the back. But for all intents and purposes, I think this is one of the best matchups in the world, and I'm going to be transparent with you guys. If you play against someone that has 3 Musketeers, you will lose, but you'll beat every Sparky player. So, you know, you kind of pick which ones you like and which ones you don't like. That thing is frozen forever. Oh my gosh, it's not moving. It's literally not moving. That Goblin Giant didn't get anywhere near my tower. Are you kidding me? The fact that you have Ice Spirit, Zappies, and then Freeze, if your opponent tries to rage up any win condition near your tower in the last seconds, they're going to get annihilated. I honestly felt a little bit bad for him there. But at the same time, I'm enjoying every single second. Hopefully we can go in for an Ice Spirit and also Zappies to fully counter the Hog Rider. I don't know if this is going to work, but I hope it happens. Please, no hits. Oh, you just had to hammer me there, man. You had to make me feel bad and sad. When everything was going our way, you tried to put me in dismay. It is what it is. I can come out to play with the Lumberjack and then maybe even snipe this with the Fly Machine before he's ready. Oh my gosh, he's actually good at the game. But nope. Get away. Miss me with that. If I didn't freeze, I would have lost my entire tower there. Because I would have lost my Lumberjack, I would have lost my mind, I would have lost control of the game, and that would never have felt the same. So in this type of situation against this matchup, he's likely going to have Bomb Tower with Valkyrie, so I'm so happy. We have the more sturdy, robust, and more versatile Hog Rider. I feel like this is one of those matchups that if your opponent's going to have a Bomb Tower, you do not want to mess around into a Bomb Tower Valkyrie deck with Royal Hogs. It can still win. Like, you can definitely still win those matchups. I've won it a lot before. It's just a lot easier when you've got Hog Rider freeze. We just need to slip our way through once, and then we're going to be working our wonders. I'm going to Royal Recruits in the back because, you know, divide and conquer. We're going to split up, right side, left side. He doesn't know what the deck is. He's just like, what is this? This is not something I imagine, Jake. Got to imagine all the people, all the recruits, looking for a better world, looking for their place. I might be able to go in for a Fly Machine in the same side as the Valkyrie because the Valkyrie seems to get a little bit further ahead of the Valkyrie's long-lost brother from another mother, the Magic Archer. I wonder if the Fly Machine's going to lock onto the Hog Rider afterward. It's so unfortunate that we can't just, like, you know, give it a little bit extra love. Give it a bit of a pathway towards our tower. Oh, he's going to Tornado into the King Tower, but then it's going to freeze. And then I think that we get the Rage. Yeah, barely touching the Hog Rider still. You can't separate the Lumberjack and the Hog Rider. You can try your hardest, but... Wow, he's saying good luck. I don't think that was luck. I think that was completely calculated. When you guys get good luck, do not say that it's good luck. You got to say calculated every time, all right? You guys got to promise me that. I can double arrows on top of the Magic Archer if I wanted to. I think that might be our best benefit. I'm not going to try to do anything else because I can Fly Machine here, snipe the Magic Archer with just one tap. Please, Magic Archer. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You just got that love tap from the Fly Machine, brother. Okay, so if I freeze, I think that's worth it. So then he's not going to have his best answer to the Hog Rider and Cycle, aka the Inferno Tower. So that's really good. Ooh, why are you spamming so aggressively, bro? Who taught you your manners? You were just out here spamming Magic Archers at the river? Oh my goodness. Though the only thing that's bad is the fact that he's got the Magic Archer finally on the tower after a million tries. I think I can Hog Rider here and then freeze. The Skeleton Army isn't going to be a consideration for me in the slightest. I guess he has Tornado too, so this isn't incredibly easy. I'm going to eat this damage and then I'll go in for a freeze last second. I think we win the game. GG, well played and peace out. The guy had Skeleton Army, he had Tornado, and he had an Inferno Tower, but it still wasn't enough. The Hog Rider hammers through, and we assert the dominance. I gotta say, inventing my own decks is so much more satisfying than playing the mainstream decks that you guys see every day. Let me know down below in the comment section if you have any crazy card combinations that you want me to test out. Like, subscribe for more daily content, and have an amazing rest of your day.